Hello, ladies. Welcome to, oh my gosh, how is it? Day 3. It is day 3 of our 5-day Wealth with Ease activation. Come on in. Let me know in the comments that you're here. Hang on a quick second so I can get back to comments so I can see all the fun. Hello, Leah. All right, I see Leah. Leah is like on it. She's always here on time. Okay, so today I've got a lot to share. We're talking about the spiritual metaphysics and universal laws that create wealth with ease. Spiritual metaphysics and universal laws. So day 1, we talked about the brain, neuroscience. Yesterday, we talked about psychology. Today, we're switching gears a little bit. We're going to go over to the spiritual side, the universal laws, everything in contribution to creating wealth with ease. And the first matter at hand, you all had $55,000 to purchase an investment piece of jewelry. What did you buy? As I was thinking about this morning, I remember growing up and some of my older aunts, we would just be in awe of their jewelry collection. And I realized at the time that they invested, like jewelry was an asset. They actually purchased really quality pieces of jewelry, and it was as if they got to enjoy it during their lifetime. And then it became something that passed down like legacy. Gold and jewelry and precious metals last forever. And so if the queens and kings and royalties of the world have jewelry, so should we, because you are a queen, my sister. You're a queen today. You're a queen in my eyes. And so that's activity number 1 for today is how did you spend your $55,000 on jewelry? What did you buy? Ooh, Leah bought some bracelets, custom designed diamond promise ring. I love it. Look at you all. You all went and had fun. I love it. Okay. And I would like to say a huge congratulations to all of the women who yesterday I invited you to book a call so that you could learn more about coming on the wealth ascension journey with me and my mentors. And you didn't know very much, but you were just like, you know what, Tasha, what you were saying makes sense. It sounds like truth. I trusted in your wisdom, and you honored that and said yes and booked a call to talk with us about the possibility of continuing on this journey with me as your mentor and your guide. And what you did not know when you booked a call was that everyone who booked a call gets a 50% discount. See, you didn't know, but your active faith will be rewarded. Every woman who booked a call. And when we have our conversation, if you choose to continue on this journey with us into our 90-day program, because of your active faith, you are going to be blessed with 50% off of the value of that program. Yay! One of the things I told you is I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to serve and support you, and I trust in your wisdom. And so we've marked it. You acted in faith. You booked a call. That's what's happening for all of you. And some of you ladies are going, wait a second, I didn't book a call. What does that mean? Every person, I'm going to talk more about our program today. Every woman who takes an act of faith and says, I want to have a conversation, Tasha, what you've been teaching this week is the truth. It's blowing my mind. I'm feeling it everywhere. I am wise. I want to make the decision to invest in myself and to work on these things over the next 90 days. When you book a call, if you do so by Monday, March 5th, if you book the call, at least book the call by March 5th, whether the call happens next week or the week after, if you at least book the call, we're going to put a little ticker next to your name, and you will also be receiving that 50% offer. The other part of the 50% offer is when we have a conversation with you, you say, I'm in, and you say, yes, I'm in by the 8th, you get the 50% off offer. Okay, that's right. Someone's like, wow, thank you. I was in the process of booking that I had a fire to put out. Allison, it's okay. You still have time. Everyone who books by Monday, that's going to be my offer to you. And I'm going to share more about the program in a second. Let's talk about why we're here today. I have 3 questions to ask you to start. 3 questions. So if note takers or money makers. So I want you to get ready to type. This is going to be in the comments, your response to these questions. If you are here, you came, you saw an ad, you got an email, however you got here, this conversation is about wealth with ease. And you acknowledge that you have a desire for wealth with ease, but you're not experiencing it right now. You're not experiencing wealth or ease or success in the way that you want. And you're like, I have no idea why. If that's you, then let me know. Tasha, that's me. It makes no sense. I have no idea why I am not experiencing my desire for wealth with ease. Let me know, Tasha, that's me. Okay, hang on. Someone's saying they can't hear me, but I think everyone else is hearing. So, okay, there we go. Tasha, that's me. I have no idea why. So that's one group, right? If you're in the group where you say, Tasha, I have the desire for wealth with ease, and I know something's preventing me, and I also know that that thing is inside of me. I know it's me. Then Tasha, then I want to do that. Tasha, that's me. I know it's inside of me. I know I have the desire for wealth with ease and I'm not experiencing it because of something inside of me. Then I want you to go ahead and say, Tasha, that's me. I'm fully aware the solution is within me. And then if you're like, Tasha, let me just be honest with you. I don't care what the problem is. I don't care where the problem is. I just want the solution. I just want to have wealth with ease. Like, Tasha, truthfully, I really don't care. I don't care where it is. I don't care what's causing it. I really just want the solution. Then I want you to let me know. Truthfully, type solution. I just want the solution, Tasha. Give me the solution. Tasha, that's me. I love it. Okay, so here's the thing. I want the solution. That's it. I wanted to start off with those 3 questions today because I feel like I owe you an explanation. I'm not your typical teacher. I'm not your typical guide. I'm probably not even your typical mentor. I saw some of you saying there are lots of people that teach this stuff. My way is different, and it is. And it's different because I want you to answer the question so you can understand where I come from. I truly believe that knowledge is power, but self-knowledge is self-empowering. And as a mentor and a guide, I believe that the way I choose to share the knowledge and the wisdom that I have acquired, I mean, I've gone down the road of hard knocks, people, to bring this knowledge to the world. So I choose to do so by helping you to understand yourself so that you can become self-empowered. I don't want to give you a fish. I don't want to tell you, rah, rah, be motivated, be inspiring, write your affirmations, visualize. I don't want to do that. I want to give you an understanding of what's going on so that you know how to change it, because I show you how to change it and now you have it for life. I don't want to give you a fish. I want to teach you how to fish. And I need you to understand that because I went through some pretty heavy stuff over the last 2 days, right? I actually approached this conversation about wealth with ease by getting you to understand you have 2 million years of brain development that's causing you to be addicted. And that's a very strong word, but it's just the truth. If you're doing something that's not good for you, it's an addiction. So we are 2 million years of brain development that has us addicted to the belief that we have to work hard to get results. That was day 1. Then yesterday, I went through the 16 money traumas. That was pretty heavy. It's a lot. And I could not do that and just tell you, you know what? Yeah, you really need to rewire your brain. And, there's just something inside of you. And I don't want to do that. I need you to understand so that you know yourself and you can have what I refer to as being self-empowered. So I truly hope that and someone said, I missed that one. There is a replay. And it was really powerful when Facebook caused issues with with letting us do the replay. I don't know if some of you tried to watch the replay and you saw that you couldn't access it. Facebook it's still under review, and thank you to all the Facebook energy that's out there that will resolve it. I just laughed. I'm like, wow, that was really powerful. That was some freedom message. If Facebook, the Facebook authority decided it needed to be on pause for a while. However, we have reposted yesterday's video, and so it's out there. Just type day 2 money traumas, Tasha Chen, wherever you're watching, and I'm sure you'll find it. And I want to talk about why I use this approach from this angle. You came here to learn about wealth with ease, and many of you have a business or you're on a career path. And so if you came here and I said to you, listen, I've built a business that's generated 8 figures. I have a global business. I have 50,000 people on my email list. I've served thousands of women in my programs. And let me tell you how to do that. Let me tell you how to get wealth with ease by telling you all the things I did. That would be like me saying, oh, I manifested my husband. He's amazing. Let me tell you what I did. I went to Elite Singles. Then I posted an amazing profile. And then I put some beautiful pictures of myself. Ladies, that would not be the truth. That would not be the truth. If you asked me how I manifested my husband and I told you those 3 things, that's not the truth. The truth is I took a year. Actually, rewind. The truth is, I spent 9 years wondering what was the problem. You know how I asked you, do you have an awareness of what's going on? I spent 9 years wondering what was the problem. Then I identified the problem was me. I spent a year working on myself with a mentor. And then when I went to Elite Singles and I posted my profile and my pictures, know what my husband said? He took one look at the picture and the energy that was emanating from me was, wow, this is my wife. This is my wife. And so you think there are not a ton of beautiful women on Elite Singles? Absolutely. But that's not what did it. It was the work on myself. And that's why I don't believe that I would be doing you any service by telling you, let me tell you about my Facebook ads. Let me tell you about my copywriter. Let me tell you how I do this, how I do that, and not tell you the work I do on myself to create those results. And so that's what I want to share with you, because today we're going to talk about the spiritual law of cause and effect. Are you ready? Get yourselves ready. This is going to be so good. Today we're talking about the spiritual laws of cause and effect. And the proper understanding and application of this law is where I see a lot of women, how can I put this lovingly? It's a blind spot for a lot of women. The proper application and understanding of it turns out to be a blind spot for a lot of women. And I want to remind you simply what this law says. You want wealth with ease? Here's what the spiritual law of experiencing wealth with ease, creating wealth, here's what the spiritual law says. Ask and you shall receive. Believe when you ask, and it shall be given unto you. So I'm just going to do some quick little Tasha, teacher Tasha here, right? So I'm going to write cause on one side and effect on the other. Maybe you can do that if you're taking notes. If you want to do that, you want to write, right? You want it to look like this. Cause on one side, effect on the other. The cause is you ask, and the effect is you receive. Cause is you ask, and the effect is you receive. The cause is you believe, and the effect, it is given. That's the law of cause and effect. Simple, easy. You want to create wealth, just apply that law. Ask, and it is given. Believe, and you will receive. I'm not sure where my marker went. Okay. So here is when I say the proper application and understanding of this law is where we get in trouble. And I'm going to tell you some stories really quickly to help you get this at a deeper level. When I was growing up in Jamaica, we would carry lunch to school. So we had a little tin lunch pan, and I would get pretty much every day, I would get an egg sandwich and milk. Sometimes it was strawberry milk. It was regular milk added with a little, we call it syrup, basically food coloring, right? And it would turn into strawberry milk. Great. Until you have this food in a tin lunch pan in the tropics and lunchtime is 12 o'clock. You open up that lunch can and that egg sandwich does not smell yummy, and that milk that has not been cold all day does not taste great. And so I was, doing like any kid would. I went and I asked, "Hey, can I not have the egg sandwich? Can I not have milk?" And the response was, "No. That's what you get. That's your lunch. That's what we have. That's it." Right? So over time I was like, "Okay, well, I better just not ask. And I better not ask for what I want. Doesn't matter what I want. This is what's available. This is what I'm going to get." Fast forward, I remember I was maybe in fifth grade, and in Jamaica at the time, there were these cute little shoes that everyone had, and they were called ballet. I can't even, ballet. I can't even remember. All I know is they were from China, and they were nothing shoes. They were literally cloth on top and some rubbers on the bottom with some little embroidery. But everybody had them, and I wanted one. And I asked my mom, "Can I have one?" And she looked at me. We were driving. To this day, she looked at me, she's like, "Why? Why do you want one?" And I said, "Because everybody has one, Mom, and I really want one." She was like, "Yeah, no." Like, "No, that's not reason enough." Okay. Fast forward, I go to high school. This is a big deal in Jamaica to get to high school. And so I want like the cute little pens and the cute little backpacks. And it was like, yeah, not happening. Yeah, no, you're going to get the industrial backpack that's going to last, and you're going to get a blue and black ink pen. That's it. And so, how long do you think that's going to happen before you get to this point in your life where you go, "You know what? Don't even ask. Just don't even ask. Just don't even ask." And you create the belief that, "You know what? I probably just don't even deserve these things I'm asking for." Like a beautiful lady on my team sent me a message this morning, and I was like, this is how I know this is what God wants me to talk about. She was listening to Money Traumas yesterday, and she said for her, it was, "Why are you so ungrateful? Why are you asking for something else other than what you have? Be grateful for what you have. Don't ask for more." And so, can you see that over time, little us grew into big us, right? Older, wiser us. But truthfully, our little girl is inside of all of us. And inside of us, we're walking around thinking, "You know what? Just don't even ask. Don't even ask for what you want. And you probably don't deserve it unless you do something really extravagant and big." How many times throughout your life, as a child or as an adult, have you had that reinforced? Don't even ask. You're not going to get it even if you ask, and you probably don't deserve it. Yeah, sounds very familiar. And so I need you to tell me, like, yeah, right, very hurt little girl. Anybody else? And this is not just, I mean, this was reinforced even for me as an adult, So here is what happens over time. There's a theory called the just world theory, and it says you get what you deserve and you deserve what you get. And as a theory, that means that in order for us to make sense of the world, we have to believe that. We have to believe that we get what we deserve and we deserve what we get. And so I want you to think about the law. The law says, "Ask and you shall receive." If our asking picker is broken, let's just use that language. Like, if there's something that over time has led us to believe, just don't even ask for what you want. You know how many women I ask, "What do you want? Why do you want to be wealthy?" We are so lost in even just the beginning step of asking for what we want that we can't get to the effect. We can't get to receiving because we've given up on asking. And when we ask weak. We ask for what seems, what are you going to ask for? Because you don't want to get hurt. You're going to ask for what seems reasonable, believable to you. And if you can't believe you deserve it, you're not going to get the effect, which is that it's given. Does that make sense, ladies? Can you? Yeah, this can show up in, Jennifer says, money, relationships, all places of life. But the reason I broke this down this simply for you is I need you to understand when you come to something that says wealth with ease, is it possible, ladies, that it's hard for you to even think to ask for that? Is it possible that it's hard for you to even think to ask for wealth, or to even ask that it be easy? Is it possible that you might not believe you deserve it? You might not believe, I'm looking at the comments, you might not believe you deserve it. Is it possible that you don't believe it should be easy for you? Is it possible that you don't believe you should have abundance in your bank account? Is it possible that you don't believe you should have fun? Is it possible that you don't believe you should be doing work you love? And when I share this message with women, I always get a, oh no, Tasha, I believe, I am full of deservingness with believing that I deserve wealth. I'm full of it. I know, right? And we get all kinds of spiritual and scriptural things that we'll quote to say, to convince me that you really, really, really believe that you deserve wealth with ease, right? So that's like, you are a jar and you are full of the belief that you deserve wealth or that you deserve it with ease. But here is the truth. Your jar is not full. And you know how I know and how you can tell? You look at your life. You look at your life, and here is what I want you to type. I have what I believe I deserve. I have. It's not about what I believe I believe. I know that's weird. It's not about what I believe I believe. It's about what you have. So what's in your jar, what's in your life, what's in your reality in this moment, and this is a breakthrough right now, let me just tell you, you have what you believe you deserve. I have what I believe I deserve. Now, I want to tell you how I came to this realization. This is my life's work. This message right here. Oh, ladies, 9 years single, I wanted nothing more than to attract an amazing partner, an amazing relationship. I have so much love to give. And so I did what I know how to do, which is to journal that I was going to manifest this amazing man. I journaled 20 pages about this man. Ladies, I covered his teeth, I covered his clothes, I covered everything about him. I even said he would speak 13 languages. I think I said 15 languages, and I met a man that spoke 13. This man walked in off the pages of my journal, my 20 pages. I probably got 98% of what I wrote when I finally met this man. 3 years into the relationship, we had a moment where I literally had to run for my life. So I leave the country, like that kind of run for your life. I leave the country, I get to Costa Rica, and I literally have a come to Jesus moment. This was my burning bush moment. I was like, God, you got to explain this one to me. I'm smart. I'm a hard worker. I'm God-fearing. I'm full of love. I'm just a good, solid person. How? Oh, I forgot to tell you. Once I got to Costa Rica, what I realized was he had had my phone tapped for 3 years, the entire relationship. He had had my phone tapped. And once I got to Costa Rica, he now started threatening to destroy my home, just do harmful things. It was a nightmare. And so I'm sitting there going, God, you need to explain this to me. Make this make sense. And God said, Tasha, you don't believe you deserve much more than this. And I said, God, you're crazy. I believe, right? My jar is full. I believe I deserve an amazing relationship, an amazing man, an amazing all this stuff. And God was like, no, Tasha, you don't. My jar wasn't even that full. It was like to the bottom. And once I sat there and acknowledged the truth, I really did not believe I deserved the quality man, even the man I wrote about on the pages, I didn't believe I deserved that man. So what I had was what I truly believed I deserved. But that moment was not just a gift for me. It was a gift for every woman I serve, because what I got in that moment was the realization that I teach this stuff, the same thing to every woman in my program. I teach the same thing. Some women take it and run with it and manifest with speed. Others, I notice it's a slower thing. I'm like, what's going on here? They don't believe they deserve wealth, and they don't believe that they deserve for it to be easy. And so, ladies, I don't know what other programs you've done. I don't know what you've invested in. I don't know what book you've read. I know nothing. What I do know is you have what you believe you deserve. And if you want a different effect over here, you have to work on, what do you believe? What's the cause over here? What do you believe you deserve? So you have a different effect. Now, I made a promise to God when I learned this. I said, I'm going to figure out this deservingness thing for myself, and then I'm going to teach it to the world. And that's my mission. That's part of the work that I do. You'll hear more about that in a moment. Right now, I want you to meet a living, breathing, what would you say, expression of what happens when you do this work. Now, I talk a lot about wealth with ease, and I think women that come here generally, you might believe, oh, this work is for women who, they're not doing well financially, or they're making just enough. And I want you to hear that these principles are universal, no matter where you are on your financial journey. Because this woman that I'm about to introduce you to built a multi-million-dollar business. She, when I met her, had already achieved what you all want, multi-million-dollar success. In fact, she was now retired from it. And what she came to me with was that she was feeling unfulfilled. She was feeling like she still had more to contribute. She had impact that she wanted to make. But because she had built that business, that multi-million-dollar business, under the belief and under the operation of hard work, you can imagine, she built it, she's retired, she's chilling, she's living the life. But inside, there's the call for more. And she has this fear that's saying, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. That was hard. I don't want to do that again. But what do I do with this thing inside of me that's craving more fulfillment, more fun, more impact? And so because she couldn't resolve that, she was stuck. Remember how I said on Monday, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling fear. This was her, but she was a millionaire. So I want to bring her on because I want for you to understand that what we did was I coached her through, it can be fun. You can have fun. You can be doing work that's fulfilling, that's easy, and you deserve it. You deserve to have fun. You deserve for it to be fulfilling. You deserve to, have it be easy and all the things that you desire. And it can happen for you. But first, we have to get to giving yourself permission for it to be fun, giving yourself the belief that you deserve it to be like that. So, Marcella, can you join me on stage? And yes, we did. We did not. We showed up and we were like, wait a second, did we both get the memo? I know this is Marcella's brand color, right? Marcella, is this your color? I think it's either
yes, my favorite color. Yes.
So I knew chances are we were going to be wearing the same color. Marcella, would you just speak into the hearts of the women that are here? Just share with them, when you decided to do this work, what were you feeling inside?
Well, there were two things, Tasha. One is that I was lonely. It was in the middle of the pandemic, so that accelerated things. And two, I was really stuck. And wait, hold on, there's a little echo.
I think, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So I was feeling stuck, and I reached out to Tasha. We had a conversation. What I want to lead this into, what Tasha didn't tell you, is I had built that multi-million-dollar business and had a ton of success. The parent company that I worked for went out of business. So it was a huge, tremendous loss for me. I had also lost my father the year before and my sister-in-law slash best friend 2 years before that. So I had 3 major losses in my life. And I was in this position where I was really stuck, and I was so conditioned in the way that I had done things in the past and had worked so hard. It literally took me about, I'm not kidding you, like a year or so to unravel myself in the habits of how I was working so hard. So take a look at that. That's one big thing. And, so it was really that aha moment that I had with Tasha about literally letting go of my former self. It was almost like a death that I had to say goodbye to the former Marcella that had created that business a certain way. And yes, I had practiced many of the principles around manifesting. I was very fortunate to learn that at a young age, but I was so preconditioned. And once you've arrived or you've reached a point in your success, your life, or whatever it is that you desire, you kind of are like, okay, now what? And so that was where I was stuck. I was afraid of going back the way that I was, and I was very lonely. And so I knew that I had this vision, and there was something inside of me that I wanted to continue to empower women to be successful, to look the part, to be the part, to manifest what they desire. And it was that kind of that moment. That was the first moment, was around saying goodbye and literally. And then the second thing was about, as Tasha mentioned, was the deservingness just to have fun. And so once you've reached that point, I have a magnificent life. I am very blessed because I have, what was the quote that you said earlier, Tasha? I wrote it down. We are where we are. You deserve what you deserve. Oh, I don't know what you said. It's like we are here where we've deserved, we feel to be. So anyway, I won't ramble. I just wanted to share with you that since this getting unstuck, saying goodbye to my former self, stepping into what I fully deserve and knowing that I can create and have fun. I've hosted my first retreat in January. It was sold out. I got a standing ovation at the end. I have manifested some magical things since then, and I've got another retreat and a keynote speech for International Women's Day, and so on and so on. So anyway, thank you, Tasha. And thank you for all of the goddesses and just everyone that's been a part of this journey for me. So thank you.
Ladies, I'm going to encapsulate the highlights of what Marcella said. I did. And so Marcella, right, invested in being mentored. So I'm going to give you the gift I gave to Marcella. You get Marcella. Tell Marcella thank you a lot. Because of her, you get this piece of coaching. You have to die to your former self. And I literally told Marcella, like, go do a sacred ceremony to bid her goodbye, because she was wired on the only way I can have success is hard work. Got to bid her goodbye. And women, that's one of the hardest parts of this journey, is that you literally have to say goodbye to the you know today. What I will be asking you to do is literally to create a new identity, which means you have to have the job of saying goodbye to the you today. That's step number 1. Step number 2, in Marcella's mentorship, I said, Marcella, can you believe that you deserve to have fun? And, for all the reasons that's particular to Marcella, the reason it's my egg sandwich story, it's my ballet shoe story, whatever Marcella's were, right? It was getting herself to the place where she could believe she deserved to have fun, right? Because for her, she was going to go build another business, do another thing. And she needed to pursue it with the belief now that it could be fun, right? So having done that, she became unstuck. She sold out her first retreat. She's got another one coming. She's got tons of things that have happened. And, like I said, Marcella was not in this because she needed more money. For you, it might be, I really want to get to Marcella's level of financial success. But no matter what it is that you want, we have to believe we deserve it, right? Marcella, thank you so much for being on. Please follow Marcella. She's amazing. I died to my former self. We've got a lot of goodbyes going on here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So ladies, today we want to talk about a deeper dive into the law of cause and effect as it relates to money, as it relates to wealth, as it relates to wealth with ease. And I want you to think about it like this, from the lens of this quote that I'm about to share with you. If we lack anything, it is because we have not used our mind in making right connections, right contact with the supermind. If we lack anything, it's because we have not used our mind in making right contact with the supermind. That's a quote by Charles Fillmore from the book Prosperity. And here's why I wanted to start with that. We're going to look at the law of cause and effect. There's something I need you to understand now and forever. Here it is. Money, wealth, right? Here in our community, we use the language wealth with ease, right? Money is an effect. Money is an effect. What happens is that we have believed that you and your effort, also known as hard work, is the cause. So because you believe that you are the cause of money, when you want more money, you go work harder because it's you that creates money. The problem with this is that this is built on 2 million years of a belief that in order for you to have more anything, but in the context of this conversation, more wealth, you have to work harder. 2 million years of that belief. Then you have, I don't know how many humans we've had in lifetime, let's say 200 billion humans who collectively agreed to that philosophy. Is this getting deep for you? You have 2 million years of brain development that says you are the cause, you and your effort. And then you have billions of humans collectively agreed to that. And the question is, how is that working out for us? How is that working out for us today? I want to share with you the truth. The truth is this. Get ready to type. God, universe, source, whatever you believe, God, universe, source is the cause of wealth. God, universe, source is the cause of wealth. That is the truth. And as long as you continue to believe that you and your effort is the cause, you're always going to be addicted to working harder, and you're always going to rely on yourself. And the problem with that formula, applying the law in that way, is that you only have 24 hours a day. You only have so much resources that you can invest in getting more money. You only have finite ideas. You are finite. You are limited. All your hard work combined is only going to get you 20% towards the result that you want. God, universe, source is infinite. God, universe, source has so many ideas, so many divine plans, so many opportunities, so many ways, so many easy flowing, abundant ways to bring you money. Your business is one, absolutely. But I wake up every single day to messages from women who have done this work and who now have turned to God, universe, source as the cause of their wealth. And they are living free, easy, flowing, out of nowhere, expected, unexpected, business thriving, money coming from other sources. It's just all easy and relaxed. I kind of need you to get this piece deeply. Your work, and I need you to type this, ladies, your work is to align to the cause that is God, universe, source, and to stop making yourself the source. If you want wealth with ease, which is why I believe you came here, then you want to stop relying on yourself and instead align to the infinite source of abundance, which has multiple ways to bring it to you. You're spending your time awake at night worrying about how it's going to happen. Are you serious? That's you worrying about how you're going to do it. If you are aligned to God, universe, source, you can sleep like a baby, because how it can happen is infinite and easy. And in an instant, you can wake up tomorrow morning and win a $5 million contract. Easy. When you step out of making yourself the source. Until you do this, ladies, my queens, until you do this, until you change the cause of your wealth to God, universe, source, you will continue to work hard. You will continue to be exhausted. You will continue to experience a lack of customers, lack of opportunities, lack of money, lack of not understanding. You will be experiencing your humanness. That's just the only way to say it. This, ladies, is what I want to teach. I want to teach you how to have mastery of this truth. This is when I talk about wealth with ease, this is the message I'm here to deliver to you. Stop relying on yourself. The longer you rely on yourself, the longer you look outside of you for the answer. Where is the secret to the kingdom? Inside. Seek ye first the kingdom. Where is it? Inside you, right? It's God, universe, source. The longer you take to get this is the longer you're going to spend in limitation and exhaustion and lack. And that's just, I love you, but I hope you understand. That's why you came here, was to get that. So I want to talk about the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is where you're going to go, wait a second, it can't be that easy. It can't be that simple. No way. And I want you to think about, as your brain is saying that right now, I literally want you to think, wait a second. Let me remember 2 million years of brain development that said it has to be hard. That's why I'm challenging that it can't be this easy, because I've got 2 million years that says it has to be hard. I've also got a collective agreement, collective consciousness across humanity for all time that it needs to be hard. And so this is where you get to ask an empowering question for yourself. Is that the truth for me? Is that the truth for me? Is that what I want for myself? And then one of the things that is foundational to my teaching is this principle. I am the one who decides. I don't care what my mother did, my father did, my grandmother did, their grandparents and their grandparents. I care not. I, in my life, in this moment, I'm the one who decides what is true for me. Ladies, queens, I invite you, decide what is true for you. 2 million years of a belief, 200 billion, possibly more humans saying that's the way it needs to be, or what you choose in this moment to be your truth. I am the one who decides. Now, there are 2 groups of women that found their way to this 5-day experience. One group came because they were hoping I would talk about business tactics and efforting strategies for wealth creation. It's like, oh, she's built a successful business. She's going to teach us how to do that so we can also create successful businesses. And you're thinking I'm going to tell you business, business strategies, business tactics, more doing. And there's another group of you that came here because you are seeking the truth. You are seeking freedom. You are seeking to empower yourselves. That second group, I am your person. I am your mentor. I am your guide. What I have to teach you, the truth that I have to remind you of, because you know it, it's not something I invented. You know this truth. You already know it. That's what led you here. It's just for me to remind you this truth. I have used personally, I need you to know this. I've used this personally to pick myself up off the kitchen floor, crying in financial fear, to creating the financial life of my dreams. Might not be your dreams, but my dreams. I've used it to manifest my husband. I am proud to say I've used it to build a business that's generated 8 figures. It's a global business. I've used it to send my daughter all the way through law school, paid in full. I've used it to take 8 weeks of summer vacation. I've used it across every aspect of my life. Yay, me. But who cares about me? You're here for you. Here's what you need to know. I've used this truth and this wisdom to allow and teach and guide other women to do. These women have created $163 million. They're 13 millionaires, hundreds of women who've manifested multiple 5 and multiple 6 figures. And they are now in a place, every one of them will tell you, not a single one of them, I said, go do these business strategies. They're in all kinds of businesses. They're in all kinds of jobs. They're across the spectrum. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Do you have the desire for wealth with ease? And so if that's you came here for truth, you came here for freedom, you came here to learn and remind yourself so you can become self-empowered, then I want you to know you can do this. Can you type that? I can do this. My history teacher in 11th grade said, Tasha Powell, what others have done before you, so can you. I've done it. They've done it. You can do this. Can you go in there? I can do it. I can do this. I can do this. I need you to know that. And if you're ready to do it, if you're ready to create financial results in your life with ease, if you're ready to collapse time, you know what I want to do? And I want to invite you to do? Think about how you can shorten the time you take to master something so you have more time to enjoy your life. I'm talking about 90 days. Can you give yourself 90 days to master this so you can enjoy the rest of your life? Right? So you want financial results with more ease. You want to collapse time. You want to step into that wealth identity. You want to live from her instead of living from the past you. Remember Marcella said, I had to say goodbye to that me that was addicted to work. We have to create a whole new identity for you. You want to live from a brain that's programmed and wired on the belief, yes, I deserve wealth with ease. And if you want to build your business and your career on wealth consciousness, the truth, with the source, the cause of your supply being God, universe, source, instead of continuing to be addicted to effort, you want to build your business and your career on wealth consciousness instead of continuing to be addicted to hard work. And you truly, in this moment, believe you deserve that life, then I want you to type the word deserve. Type the word deserve with intention. You've probably been saying deserves all throughout today, but now with intention, Tasha, I was led here. It is clear. I know it. I feel it. Everything's buzzing. Someone said, Tasha, I've spent so much money on so many programs trying to get this. I've never done the programs you've done, and I'm never going to badmouth any other program. But what I can tell you is there is no other program that has the work where you heal your money traumas, you work on your deservingness, you reprogram your brain. You have me. Listen, you have never been this supported. It's like I told my son, and I treat every client the way I treat my son. I said, Sebastian, I'm Team Tasha. Like nobody else besides you wants this for you as much as I want it for you. Nobody else besides you. Sometimes I might even want it more than you. So I don't know what else you've done, but I can tell you, sure as my name is Tasha, this is my life's work. I have shown a lot of women how to make a lot of money based on this principle: wealth, consciousness, God, universe, source is your supply. Stop looking outside of yourself to grow your business, to grow your career, to have money in the bank. It's nothing outside of you. It's you. You healing your traumas, you becoming deserving, you stepping into a wealth identity, you choosing a brain that says it can be easy. It's you. And so if you want to be in this program with me for the next 90 days, I'm going to invite you to type the word deserve. The only thing that's going to do today, you're not getting a PDF, you're not getting anything. Only type the word deserve if you want to come book a call with me and one of our mentors so you can learn more about our 90-day program. It's a brand new program. It's called the Wealth Ascension Collective. Why is it brand new? I've taken everything I've done over the last 11 years, everything I've done, I've condensed it down to an intensive 90 days. Implementation, you want to know how it's different? Implementation. Why are you not getting results? Because you're not implementing. You know a lot. You watch YouTube, you watch Dr. Joe Dispenza, you watch Esther Hicks, you watch all the YouTube videos, right? You've read all the books. You know a lot. And knowing is cool, but results, money in the bank, a life with a lot of vacation, feeling like you're not worrying constantly, that's cooler than all the knowledge in the world. I want to implement all my knowledge so I have results. And that's what I want to hold your hands for the next 90 days and show you how to do. Now, I want you to know that I don't have enough time to talk about all the details of the program. Over the next 2 days, I promise you I will be sharing a little bit more. I want to share about the proven process, our wealth alignment method. I want to share with you about the vision alignment method that I use. I want to show you, I wrote a whole brand new book for this program. Ladies, I'm bringing everything I've got. If it took me 10 years to make $163 million, watch out. And you know how I know, like, this is the good stuff? In 3 weeks, 3 million years. In the last 3 weeks, 3 million years. I am ascending. I want you to come with me. I want to show you how to do this too. I'm not here to sell you. So when you book this call, if you're not booking a call because you're like, oh, I'm going to be sold, ladies, I love easy. I am a mentor, and what makes it easy for me is not having to sell you to do this. If I have to sell you, if the wealth advisors have to sell you, you're going to need to stay sold throughout the program. I'm not interested in that, ladies. I want a woman who says, I deserve this. This makes sense to me. This feels like the truth. I'm going all in for the next 90 days. Tasha, sign me up. That's who I want. If you need to be sold, or if you're afraid you're going to be sold, then this might not be the time to book a call, because I'm not interested in that. I'm here to serve you though, and to support you, and to be honest, and to hold space for you, and to have a conversation about what it would look like and how we can do it. But that's it. That's it. That's me. A heart of service and love. And if this makes sense to you, then I'm looking forward to being able to serve you for the next 90 days. And we start March 15th. We start with our Healing Money Trauma Masterclass. I've not taught this class live in probably 4 years. So everyone who signs up for this, you're going to get to go through this work with me live. Now, some of you are like, Tasha, I've done all these other programs. We have an alumni discount further than the 50%. Some of you are in our sisterhood program. We have a sisterhood discount. So no matter where you are in my journey, in my community, I have something for you. I promise you. All of it happens though when you book a call. So book a call. Tonight, we have our VIP session. I just want to give you a little, preview. What am I going to be talking about tonight that have to do with these two purses? You want to be there. What am I going to be talking about tonight that requires this mirror? Visualizing. You want to be there. So I know you all have gotten emails, you've gotten messages in Facebook Messenger. Every one of you has had a chance to book VIP. If you've not done it for $22, I'm sure you're going to get $2,200, at least $22,000 worth, $220,000 worth of wisdom. So make sure you book your VIP session for tonight. I'll see you all at 6 p.m. I love you. Go have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you all 6 p.m. tonight. Bye, everyone.